Last week on Discount Heroes.
Yet again, you see his face almost engraved upon the door.
I create a handle. 2 handles. A handlebar mustache.
Through this door, and you walk into a very familiar environment to you. It's Valist.
We know where he's at. Let's just go to his house.
Does somebody just want to look through the window?
I'll peek in there.
It's you and Demarok and Thrasher and Nox. It's gonna be so hard not to kill this guy. Yeah, I kick him. And you hear Nox saying, let's take his glasses.
I'm kicking that door in and I'm going in.
Hey, man, you want to duet? Yeah, let's do this.
So you're struck with necrotic energy from the horns that you love so much.
Copes goes down.
And as the blade makes contact, you just see Evil Nox dissipates into the same smoke.
I start playing a symphony of music, dreadful music.
Yeah, alternate Demarok's eyes go wide, and he starts backing away, frightened.
I go high, he goes low. Baseball swing. Cut him in 3s.
Come on, man. You gotta come back.
Noise.
You're back.
Oh my God, Nox, thank you.
And we grab him.
Never tell him, but you're one of our best friends.
And then we just squeeze real hard and squish him.
Always belong to me.
Welcome to Discount Heroes, where questionable results are always guaranteed. We're a chaotic, character and story-driven real play podcast. We're a group of 5 friends who've all known each other for 15 plus years. We've played countless hours of questionable D&D, and now we want to share with you the game we love so much. My name's Brent. I'm the DM here. We've got 4 players here. Why don't you introduce yourselves and who you're playing?
What's up, guys? My name is Tyler. I'm playing Copes, the Circle of the Stars Satyr.
Something rock star stuff. My name's Aaron, and I play Demarok, the Tiefling Bard.
This is Jared playing Thrasher, the Human Barbarian, and also wishing Tyler a happiest of birthdays.
Happy birthday!
And this is Matt playing the Slayer of Nox Longfoot, Nox Longfoot.
Ah, I get it.
The first time I killed myself in the right way.
So this week, instead of doing our normal shtick of asking you guys some questions and then getting some answers in some kind of humorous way, I've decided to ask somebody else a question about you guys.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you've seen any stuff in tech news recently about ChatGPT, the OpenAI app that you can converse with, ask to do things like generate descriptions. You can ask it to create stories for you, things like that. So I've actually asked it to describe a character named Demarok, a D&D character.
Oh, no.
And then I've got these descriptions right here. Here we go. Demarok is likely a strong and powerful character, giving the rocky connotations of their name.
Mm-hmm.
They may have a tough exterior, but underneath they have a deep well of a determination and a strong sense of justice.
That sounds right.
Demarok is likely a skilled fighter and strategic thinker.
I've shown it over and over.
They may have a no-nonsense attitude and a tendency to be stubborn, but they are also fiercely loyal to their friends and allies.
That's what everybody says about me. Thank you very much.
Let's hear Copes.
No.
Copes is likely a resourceful and adaptable character, able to think on their hooves. It doesn't say that. and come up with creative solutions to difficult problems.
So true.
Copes is totally a team player, valuing cooperation and working together over individual glory.
Well,
They may have a calm and collected demeanor, but they're not afraid to take bold actions when the situation calls for it.
so true. How handsome did it say I was?
4 out of 10.
It says ask again later.
4 out of 10. Did you put in my real name or my character's name?
And now we've got Thrasher.
Lay it on me.
Thrasher is likely a fierce and relentless fighter, able to deal devastating blows to their enemies with powerful weapons. They have a reckless and aggressive nature, charging headlong into battle, showing no fear. They may have a fierce, intimidating demeanor, striking fear into the hearts of their enemies. However, they also have a softer side, showing loyalty and compassion to their friends and allies.
Wow, that sounds like you wrote that.
Thrasher wrote that.
Nah.
Yeah,
Thrasher does not have a softer side.
He does. We've seen it.
yeah, we've seen it.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
All right, last one. Nox is likely a mysterious and shadowy character.
I thought you were going to say a mistake.
Able to move unseen and strike from the darkness. They may have a stealthy and agile nature, able to slip past guards and obstacles undetected. I don't know about slipping past obstacles.
Hey, enough grease, you can slip past anything.
Nox is likely skilled in the use of weapons and magic.
Oh.
Hey, see?
It does not say that.
It does say that.
Fuck. This thing's smart.
They may have a calm and collected demeanor, able to remain level-headed in tense situations. But also, they have a cunning and devious side, using their powers for personal gain and manipulating others to their own ends.
I'll never tell.
Overall, Nox is a dangerous and unpredictable force in the world of Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, that's pretty spot on. And for the record, I do have a +5 in stealth. I just don't use it.
Sneaky whiz.
I feel like you have been using it. That's just your version of stealth. Okay. So is that good? Is that a good intro? It didn't require a lot of interaction from y'all, but
Even better.
That's for the best.
I have one request. You know, you don't have to use it. But I think at some point you should just use that thing for Gemini Stone, and whatever it tells you about the Gemini Stone should be canon.
Ooh.
Since we have no information on it.
That's fucking good.
No, I know all about it.
I wonder how it would interpret me just saying, tell me about the Gemini Stone.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
If you guys ever cast like an augury or some divination, then I'm just going to ask the AI. I won't give it any context. All right, let's go ahead and begin the game. Last week, our intrepid adventurers encountered their own actions and found them unsettling. They'd heard the things they said and felt their true weight. Eventually, they'd heard enough from themselves and killed themselves for their terrible behavior. Except for Thrasher, he was a nice boy. As the final blow was struck, they found themselves standing there in the familiar Dolls HQ. And that's literally all that happened. I mean, a lot more stuff happened. Demarok pooped his pants and...
Hey, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Play the tape. Nah, I mean, no, not really.
It was mostly blood.
You bled out from
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't.
your butthole.
No. Everybody's going to know now.
That's going on your character's tombstone.
He bled out from his butthole.
No, I didn't.
And Copes lost the compass.
I didn't lose it. I just left it behind.
All right, so I believe Thrasher had just struck the final blow on evil Copes.
I believe he popped him.
Oh, he did? Yeah, that's what I was going to get to.
Oh.
Tangling him in a ferocious hug.
Pop goes the Copes.
That was it was equal parts friendship and malice.
What he's always wanted to do.
That's right, he got what he wanted always. Evil Copes died, leaving regular Copes here, but, one victory at a time.
Rage hug.
Thrashers. That was awesome.
Thanks, man.
I miss him already.
Copes. I get it.
It's okay. It's fine.
He shot you twice, man.
It was so cool, though. That's what I do.
Do you ever look that cool when you do your things?
I just saw a lot of myself in him. Okay, it's fine.
Is Wagon Wheel still sitting there?
He is. He is backed into a corner, looking out at the four of you with confusion and fear.
I slap him across. I'm just kidding.
I want to point to him and say, "Where's my money?"
Yeah, you need to just play the music from that scene again. He backs into a corner. He is pulling his tunic up over his face, trying to withdraw into it like a turtle.
Wagon Wheel, don't be scared. It's us. It's just us. We were just here. Now we're here again.
Do you imagine that's a convincing argument in the moment?
It sounds excellent to Demarok.
He just looks at the four of you with fear. How could you say those things to me?
Well, you deserved them, remember?
Debbie, could I just, out of curiosity, what the hell's wrong with you?
What? Oh, I forgot. I got wrapped up in the old me. I was thinking about who I was, not who I am.
Look, Wagon Wheel, we came here to help, man.
What do you mean you came here to help? What the hell just happened here? Why would you say those horrible things to me?
Because we made a mistake, and that was the worst parts of ourselves. But that's not who we are anymore.
He stands up. You really mean that?
I do. We wouldn't be here if we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember now.
You know, I can't pay you to be my friends.
That's fine.
I mean, we didn't ask you to pay us to be your friend. You asked us to do a job, to be fair.
I know, it just seems like that's all you cared about.
That's the only reason we knew you.
But that was at first. And then we tricked you on the docks and almost threw you in the ocean, and then you wouldn't pay us, and we went on this great adventure, and through that we learned how much we loved you. And now we're here in your brain, maybe.
What?
Well, we're
In your shop. We're here in your shop.
we're in his. Guys, this isn't Valis. Remember, I thought that when we showed up. We're in his brain.
Hey, Demi, remember what happened last time? Remember how bad that went?
Oh.
Yeah,
oh.
we found your shop. Sorry, he's from a weird place they call Shop's Brains. He keeps doing it.
Okay. Wait, what the hell just happened, guys? What the hell was that? Why did they repeat all the things that you had said to me before?
Does he remember that?
It seems like it.
Guys, I think maybe we should go ahead and tell him what's really going on.
Did they repeat any of the nice stuff we said?
It all seemed pretty bad.
What about when we saved your life from that goblin and the harpy?
And we found your glasses.
We found your glasses, we found the dolls.
Well, I suppose you did. It's not just about the money for you guys.
No, remember I didn't let Cope smash your head in with that rock.
He got me.
Oh.
He went up.
I keep saying,
Nox tried to.
hey!
He looks down. Looks like he's not sure what to make of this situation. I think I need to be alone, guys.
I just don't think we're explaining it good. Can anybody help him know what's going on?
He walks back to his desk and starts leaning over it, writing something down. And as he does so, there's a curious shift in the air. You see him scribbling furiously on the paper. You see the sky alternating between light and dark. It seems like time is passing quickly. As he's over the desk, he suddenly shoves himself back, tumbling to the ground. You hear a familiar voice echoing from a sending stone on the top of the desk. Sounds like somebody's gargling rocks, speaking through it.
Oh my god.
Do I need to do it?
Yeah, you might as well.
Are you there?
That sounded exactly like
That was spot on.
I'm really good at sounding like me. I do a great me impression.
How consistent.
He runs to the sending stone, prompting Thrasher to explain. Thrasher does his typical Thrasher deal of explaining in perfect detail and so succinctly exactly what had just occurred. You hear Wagon Wheel say, "Wait, you mean that they were destroyed?"
No, Wagon Wheel, you can't listen to that. We gotta get you out of here.
You see a pair of shadowy arms reach out from Wagon Wheel's neck, and they grasp onto his shoulders. "Wait, what are you doing?"
I
The terms of our deal are ironclad. This is the price we agreed upon.
No, leave me here. Leave me here. You see Wagon Wheel lifted from the ground. Left in his place is a shadowy silhouette. Curious burn marks forming along the ground in a circular pattern around him. Whatever this thing left behind looks just like him, but it seems to be made out of some kind of shadowy material that leaks into the ground, darkening everything around it as it begins to spread across the room. Wagon Wheel begins floating away towards the door, picking up speed.
Can we grab him?
You want to grab him?
Yeah.
Grab him if you want.
I'll try. Do I have to roll or?
He's not going fast enough yet. You're reacting quickly enough. You grab a hold.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him. Wagon Wheel, what was the deal?
And everybody else? Anyone else doing something?
Yeah, me and other Thrasher also grab.
So as you move, Thrasher, you leave behind an unusual after image.
I grab.
All right. As the three of you begin to get pulled faster through the door, you begin picking up speed wildly, leaving Demarok behind.
4. There's 2 Thrashers.
Thrashers, yeah, 2 Thrashers. You begin moving faster and faster and faster.
Wait, guys, wait, don't go without me.
I throw my lasso towards Demarok.
I reach out for it and hold on tight.
Do you have a lasso?
He just said it, so.
I've always had a lasso.
We all have rope, and you just gotta tie a knot in it. To think that he doesn't have a lasso is ridiculous.
Do you know how to tie a lasso?
I know how to tie a knot.
That's not the question I asked.
Yeah, I could figure it out. I might have invented the lasso.
Are we slowing him down at all, or does it seem like what we're doing is futile?
It doesn't seem like you're slowing him down at all, but you are being dragged somewhere.
I'm not letting go.
Was I able to catch up? Am I with him?
You got to catch up somehow. You're in the mind realm. You probably think of something.
I'm almost dead, though. Thinking of something might kill me.
Somebody else can help you, too. I mean, the lasso thing isn't a bad idea. You just have to have one.
Tyler said he had a lasso.
I got 1 hit dice left, but I don't know if I can pull this off. Can I use a hit dice to bring out the grappling hand?
Oh, yeah, absolutely you can.
Okay, so I'm going to burn my last hit dice. It mounts on my shoulder like it did with Jimothy long ago.
Absolutely.
Don't miss.
Why would you even say that? I don't have to roll for that.
I hope I don't duck.
Just get scared. Dodge.
I duck.
Just like last time.
Yep.
It's like when Jimothy shot me, I'll plank.
As we're lurching away from Demi, Nox remembers that moment. He focuses and he thinks and he opens his eyes and he looks back and he sees the hand mounted to his backpack. And he is going to fire it at Demi to try to grab him and bring him with us.
Demi tries to open his body up the most accepting way to be grabbed by this claw.
Okay. I don't know. What's the most open way?
I stand like a pencil, like hands up in the air, like as thin as I can. And I try to aim myself for the center of the claw.
He's jumping into it.
Don't you want to get as big as you can?
No, I just want to be in the claw and then it can grab around me.
The hand launches outward, but the orientation is not correct. It's actually palm down, and it just grabs the top of your skull.
Not my head!
As you're pulled behind on the chain, as the 4 of you are pulled at an increasing speeds, the ground stretches around you. The buildings of Valist turn into a mere blur. You approach something. It looks like a humongous wall or cloud or something of just complete darkness, fog, mist, at the base of which you see a single door. The door is covered in chains, locks, all manner of things seemingly holding it closed. You hold tight on Wagon Wheel, and as you near it, the door flings open, the chains shattering, the locks breaking. And what was that question that you asked, Nox?
What was the deal?
I don't remember the deal. I can't remember the deal. And you fly through the door. You hear the door slam, chains linking back into place, locks closing once again.
Did we get a save point before we went through that door?
Oh, no, yeah, because so if you actually die here, you have to do that whole cutscene again.
Damn it.
Oh my gosh. Well, that didn't go according to plan.
You tumble onto empty ground. As soon as you pass through the door, you lost hold of Wagon Wheel. He seemed to just evaporate in your fingers. Looking around, another new place, it seems like almost entirely empty, surrounded by darkness on all sides. The dark cloud that hangs overhead obscures everything above it, leaving you in very dim light. In fact, the darkness isn't even that far. You're sure that if you were a little bit taller, maybe even a couple inches, you could touch it.
My gosh.
It creates a very oppressive atmosphere in this place. You feel the weight of its vastness upon your shoulders. And yet, in the darkness, you feel like you can almost hear things talking. People whispering.
Hello?
Is it just me or are we all there?
You're all there.
Okay, so we have to each other.
Sorry, what?
We're all together, or we all see that individually.
You're all together.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're all together.
Okay.
You guys all tumble to the ground individually, but together.
Okay. What happened? Where did he go?
Dang it, I don't know. We lost him again. Wagon Wheel! Wagon Wheel!
We can see each other?
You can see each other. It's dim light. I'm not going to make you be in complete darkness.
Is other Thrash okay?
He's there. And I'm glad that you kept track of his HP because I needed you to continue to do that.
I will.
So here you guys are. Darkness and emptiness stretches around you.
I would like to do a perception check.
That seems helpful.
I don't know. You guys could stand here in silence for a little bit longer. I mean,
I'm confused.
I got a 6.
you hear whispers in the darkness.
Guys, I hear whispers in the darkness.
Oh man, you're right. I hear him too.
Jot that down as the name of a band.
Yes. That's my side project.
All right, guys, do we keep moving forward? I hope forward.
Where is forward? Where are we?
It doesn't matter. We just have to go somewhere, I think.
Whoop whoop. Demi looks around for some help.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
It's hysterical.
Copes.
Oh, oops.
What? What? I didn't do anything. A 10. That's just good enough.
A heavy metal object suddenly crashes into your skull.
Oh my god. Jesus. How much damage do I take?
1d6.
4. That leaves me at 1 hit point.
Oh no.
Ah!
What is going on?
What the fuck is this?
This metal thing and some rock and rubble fall around you.
I want to pick it up and look at it.
It's a golden compass.
Damn it. I found it. Oh my god, I thought I lost it forever.
Yes, I knew you couldn't be that stupid.
I pick that up and hang on to it nice and tight.
No, I put it in my pocket.
So you can leave it behind randomly. I can give it back randomly.
Oh, my favorite compass.
Denmark wants to look up. Guys, do you think that's that big cliff we jumped over, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe, but
Yeah, maybe.
if stuff's falling from the sky, we may not want to be standing here.
I may know a way to figure out where to go.
What's your idea, Copes?
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna do a perception check.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna use the compass.
Oh my god.
I stand up. My head's split open. Like my knees are shaking. Like I can barely stand. I hold out my golden compass that almost doomed me.
Teach you to leave stuff behind.
And I look at the compass.
Following the compass, it seems to dance around wildly for just a moment before pointing in a direction. I guess you could call it Wagon Wheel North.
True north.
All right, bros. I think it's this way.
You look awful.
I feel awful.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, I guess.
When I notice Cope stand up and he looks just so close to death, I want to reach out to him and say, "It's all right, man. I got a little help for you." And I cast Cure Wounds.
Booyakasha.
1d8 plus my spellcasting mod. So it's going to be a 4 plus 5.
So that's plus 9.
Yep, 9 health.
Nice. I jump up and click my hooves. Thanks, bro. I feel much better. I found my compass. It was in my pocket. Let's go.
All right, lead the way.
You follow the compass into the empty darkness.
I hold up my barely glowing rod so I can barely see.
Yes.
Your barely glowing rod barely illuminates buildings around you. You recognize quite a few of them. Seems like you're passing by a lot of the different scenarios that you faced previously in Wagon Wheels Past. You pass by a few buildings from Valist, a few from that mysterious city that you encountered him in previously, Copes. You pass by the world-renowned Academy of Martial Arts for Money.
Do I pass by that fountain with that kid?
Yeah, you pass by that fountain with that kid.
Is he there?
No, he's not there.
No. Vengeance.
I grab a few gold out of the fountain as we pass.
Okay, there's some gold in there, actually. Yeah.
Nice! Take that, Jared. How much gold is it?
It's 6 mined gold.
Nice. I'm going to put that over here.
Yeah, save those for the mine store.
Yeah, for Mr. Frizzle, yeah. Whee!
You mean the mind brain?
I don't get it.
Remember, because I call brains stores brains.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
Mhm.
look at us. We weren't paying attention on that
I
one.
gotcha.
All right, you follow it through a labyrinth of seemingly abandoned buildings, not but your own footsteps making a sound.
We're all together, right?
You're all together.
Okay, he's just... Yeah.
Eventually, you're led to, you see the compass is now pointing to, it looks actually like a small campfire burning in the distance.
It's pointing at that fire, boys.
Let's check it out.
Okay, here we go.
Should we sneak up there?
We could.
Yeah, is anyone sneaky?
Yeah, Knox. I mean, me. I heard.
All right, Knox.
Yeah, I can try to sneak up and check it out. That's a 15 stealth.
All right. You approach stealthily.
I get low and hide in the fog. Crab walking.
Just like you're supposed to do in a fire.
All right. You approach the lone campfire, burning embers casting a dim glow as they offer their final bit of warmth to the lone figure sitting beside it. He idly pokes at the fire with a stick, unaware of your presence. It's a little bald figure with actually a fabulous head of hair.
Ooh.
It's like a Fabio haircut.
Wait, a little bald figure with fabulous hair?
Sorry, yeah. He's bald first, but suddenly he's got hair like Fabio.
Okay, so I'll poke my head in and then crab walk my way back. Crab walk, that's upside down. That's not what I'm doing. Let's
Crab walk? You just come back.
Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, it's just Knox.
This is how I sneak. Is that not how everybody sneaks? It's quieter this way.
Teach his own, little bro. Teach his own.
I think it's Wagon. I think it's just him. I think we should check it out.
Lead the way.
All right, do I have to walk like this? And you see Dimrock bend over backwards into a crab style.
Yeah, I'm gonna crab walk as well.
We're not sneaking. That's only for sneaking.
Oh, okay.
I think we just come up normal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We don't do anything normally.
And Knox will walk up to the fire.
All right, the four of you walk up. He's just sitting there idly poking it with a stick, and he looks up at the four of you.
5, there's 2 thrashers.
Damn it.
Hello, friend. Would you care for some company?
He stands up excitedly. You're here? People are here?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh my god, I've never had guests here before. Please sit down by the fire. I feel like I know you, but I don't remember you. Just have a seat, though. I'm so happy to have visitors.
Oh, thank you so much for your kindness.
This guy's evil.
He swoops his hair back majestically.
We sit.
Would Dimrock have any food with him?
Probably some emu, even though you probably ran out a while ago. You had it for long enough that you might just, air quotes, have some.
That's kind of what I was thinking. So as I sit down, I find a stick on the ground next to me and just pull out a few pieces of emu and shish kebab them through a stick. As we sit down, I start to roast it over that fire.
Oh, that sounds great. Here, let me add something too. He pulls out a ladle, and then a cooking pot just spontaneously appears over the fire. The smell of the stew is familiar.
Oh, this smells like love.
It smells like love.
Oh. Demirak holds back a tear.
Here, add this in here. It'll be perfect.
Oh yeah, that would make it delicious. And Demirak holds the skewer above the stew pot and takes his hand and rakes all the pieces off the end of the stick and plops them one by one into the stew.
So what brings you out here?
I've been here for a while. I'm not exactly sure how long. I don't even know what this place is. Nobody else is here. Well, that's not exactly true. I can show you if you want.
How'd you get here?
I don't know. I can barely remember. I feel like I heard something shocking to me. And then I was just here suddenly.
What's your name?
I'm not sure. I feel like I do have a name.
Yeah, well, of course.
You think we could call you Wagon Wheel?
I feel like I know that name, although I don't remember it.
Well, if it feels good, then maybe that's okay.
Yeah. It's hard for me to remember things here. I only can feel whether I know something or not. Can't really remember it. He looks around confusedly, trying to explain it to himself. I feel like I know you, but I don't remember you.
I'm gonna gesture at Demirak and just whisper, slap him. Maybe he'll remember.
I want to whisper back. What'd you say?
I get closer. I say, slap him.
Now I know what you're thinking, Copes. Oh, Copes, I know your name.
Oh.
I know what you're thinking, Copes. How are you this aware?
That's what I was thinking.
I wish I could answer that for you. All I know is it's not so bad here. The whispers in the darkness, listen for them.
What are they?
Perception check.
I won't make you roll a perception check now.
Okay.
You hear them saying, you hear some nice things in the whispers. Wagon Wheel, I like you. We're going to help you. That's your friend Demirak saying that. You hear Thrasher calling him his little buddy. You hear his mother praising him for bringing home food for another meal. You hear his martial arts instructor praising him for a bout well won.
Nothing from me and Knox.
I can't remember anything nice that you said. Knox probably did say something nice.
I hear a female voice and it says, "Oh, it's so big."
And then you hear him saying, yeah, the dolls are way bigger than you expect them to be.
Oh my god.
Hey, Bud, you said you wanted to show us something?
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what this place is, but there's tons of things that I do remember around here.
Well, let's go see him.
Wagon Wheel leads you to...
Wait. Before we leave, I grab some of that shishimu because I need some health.
I was going to use the feet if I could right there. I know it's not technically a short rest.
I forgot it had to be a short rest.
Oh, I didn't notice. You guys look pretty terrible. Do you want to rest for a moment?
Yeah, honestly, just a little bit would be great.
He looks around. It's like, I don't get tired in this place. Food doesn't really sate me, but I don't feel like I get hurt. Sometimes I feel hurt, as though something has damaged me or I was pushed off of a ship or something like that.
That'll probably never happen.
I feel like I understand this place. Does anyone have anything from here? Something that you've brought here?
The compass, right, Tyler? Maybe?
I'm never losing it again.
Something that we've brought here?
It's hard to explain. I don't really know if I understand.
I hold out the other Thrasher's axe.
Oh.
Oh.
Like, this looks like it was conjured by my own mind. I need something else.
Oh, Aaron, give him that potato you conjured as a joke.
I have this. And Demarok reaches behind his back into his pocket and extends forward a purple duck. And right next to it's a potato. I have these.
You conjured this from your own memory.
Demarok just takes them and throws them into the darkness. Well, I guess they're no good.
What would we have that we brought here?
It's got to be something big, right? Oh, the glasses? No.
The only thing I could think of would be Thrasher's axe. That's the only thing I remember specifically.
What do I get for having one specific answer?
Well, he said that was from my memory.
No, you brought your actual axe.
Your axe came with you originally. Because you took the other Thrasher's axe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would this do? And Demarok shows him his ring on his finger.
You already said you didn't have the ring.
No, I do have it. It doesn't work. The time is slowed.
By the way, I decided it's going to be 1 hour in here is 1 round in the real world.
Oh, I like that.
So you'll get healed about 1 HP an hour.
Okay.
I need something external, something from here, but not from me, and not from you. It has to be something stronger.
I hug him.
Oh,
Is this doing it?
I hug him too.
Come on, guys.
I'm not getting a friendship.
There's a motive.
I kiss him.
Sitting there, Demarok is just rifling through all his pockets. He's pulling out Bloody Marys and here and just old glasses. And I think at one point he made a little figure of Ilgus that he just carried around. And then he pulls out this little painting, the masterpiece. I'm like, oh, wait. Could this be it? And he flips it around to show Wagon Wheel.
oh wow, this is a powerful thought here. Must represent something deep and meaningful.
That's exactly what I was trying to tell him. It's not just the strokes, it's how it all comes together, right?
And he flips the painting around and looks at it and then stretches it out to size again
Oh, don't stretch it.
and turns it back around. And there's a fantastic looking feast featured in the painting.
Oh, it looks different.
Go ahead.
Guys, we need to eat now. This could be our last supper.
No, we're not eating my painting.
Yeah, it's a painting of the Last Supper.
Wagon Wheel's in the center.
I reach out for it.
You reach into the painting. You grab a leg of mutton.
There are any mini corn dogs on the table?
Yeah, they're regular corn dogs to you, but yeah.
I was about to say, but they look regular in his hand.
Oh, what?
Guys, this looks amazing.
Oh, let me get something. I'm gonna grab a bagel bite.
Oh, let me try. Demarok reaches in and he comes out with a dog leg.
Oh,
Ew.
What? We eat dog here. Those terror dogs? Delicious.
I don't eat the dogs.
Oh, you have.
Oh no!
That's what we call pigeon in my home.
No!
I grab an Italian sub, and me and other Thrashers start eating it from opposite ends.
A pub sub.
Ooh.
That's so cute.
Where's it from? Jersey Mike's?
Quick Trip.
Okay, a late night situation. I like it.
Okay.
They got good subs, man.
All I can think about now is the Last Supper with mini corn dogs and bagel bites and pizza or quick trip sandwiches
And dog legs.
and a dog.
It's a sustainable food source. What am I gonna say?
Man, you guys think of weird food to eat. But, hey, it's your Last Supper, huh? That was just a joke.
I hope not. I don't like that joke. It was funny and whimsical when we said it, but it sounds kind of gloomy when you do.
I don't really know why, but things like this, he gestures to the painting. He tosses it and it just flies off into the distance.
Oh. No.
I hated that painting.
No, it was my favorite. I was gonna put it on my fridge.
That painting kicked my ass.
Thoughts that represent something more, they have a lot of power. They can do things that I can't, that I guess you can't. Like I said, I don't really know how I know any of this.
What's 87 times 9?
He starts counting on his fingers. As he counts, additional fingers start sprouting on his hand.
That is going to turn into a horror creature.
Yeah.
Just fingers all over.
Let me ask you this, Wagon Wheel. If you could be anywhere right now, where would we be?
He says this way, and suddenly you're just there. You're in that room that you encountered, one of the more recent places you encountered, the one where he's having dinner with his friends. This was a celebratory dinner for when I graduated from the world-renowned martial arts academy for money.
Marbar.
I don't know what it is that happened, but I feel like I just closed my eyes and then everyone was standing up. They had weapons drawn against me. They were coming at me. I don't know why, but this here, and he gestures to the scene just frozen in front of him. This is a moment when I was really happy. Right before that. Then here, you're standing inside of the dojo Thrasher and Nox encountered, and you see him frozen mid-motion in the middle of a duel against an imposing figure in a flowing red robe. Nox, you recognize him.
From when I was there?
No, it's not the duel that you saw.
Is that the Rothspire guy?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's someone from your past. Someone that carried a sword with holes cut into it. You can almost see magic whistling through them as the blade sings through the air. But you see Wagon Wheel delivering a final blow into the combatant's neck. A look of victory on his face.
I knew that guy.
What was his name?
Morpheus.
Let's go with Axel. Because every wagon wheel needs an axle.
Yeah.
God damn, that's good.
I thought you were about to just leave, Aaron.
No, that's great. I'm down for it.
This was someone who came to challenge the dojo. Master Bazin.
Oh my god.
Picked me to be the representative for the dojo, and I won. I was really proud of myself this day.
Well, you should have been. I was an accomplished fighter, for sure.
And then another scene. You see Wagon Wheel sitting at a round table with an imposing orcish figure across from him. It's somebody you recognize, Demarok.
Is it a good relationship or a bad relationship?
That's completely up to you. You don't even have to address it right now.
It's his girlfriend.
Hey. What are you doing with that guy? Wagon?
This was one of my most proud moments.
Oh, you killed him. Your first kill, huh?
No, this was when I was already working for Legis. I made a deal with this guy. I always prided myself on the contracts that I wrote. I never made a bad deal. Never once in my time of making deals, even when I had to do it against my will. I always left myself a way to get out. I was almost screwed by this guy in a deal, but I had written the contract in such a way that I could just back out if I needed to. I backed out. He had no choice but to accept it.
That's right. Hit him where it hurts, his pockets.
That's why I was able to get such a good deal on the airship.
Dang, and that's how you could offer us so much money, which hopefully we'll collect soon. It was a great deal.
Sounds familiar. I don't remember it.
You'll remember soon, I think, maybe.
Feels like all the good memories I have are here. I just wish it wasn't so dark here. This fog just hangs so tightly over everything. I could barely get around sometimes.
Let me ask you a question. How do you get out of a deal? What was your go-to? Did you have a way of getting out of them?
I'd always write it in such a way, and I'm an honorable man. I tell you, I'm an honorable gnome.
Of course.
I'd never pull out of a deal just because it didn't go my way. I only would do it if I felt like someone was offering the deal in bad faith or had manipulated me into making a bad deal. But I always wrote it in such a way that I could just back out of the deal. You know, maybe I could just say a phrase or submit a document and then I'd just be free of it. I'd just void it.
You must be from a very litigious society.
Oh, you wouldn't believe. I mean, half the work in martial arts school is the paperwork, I think we all know.
Yeah, like chopping it up and then kicking the paper, and when you punch the paper,
Okay, well, I appreciate the help. We've got a friend we're trying to help get out of a bad deal, so any information is good information.
Oh, maybe I can help.
Oh, I would love that.
I'd hate to see y'all leave, but I feel like I should help y'all. I feel like you guys are my friends. I feel like I might have even known you for a long time.
I walk up and I say, Wagon, we're your best friends.
Best friends, huh?
That's why we're here.
I think I like the sound of that. I think I know what you're looking for. Well, I don't know what you're looking for, but that's how I know what you're looking for. I may not know what I don't know. Wait, no, it is that I know what I don't know, but I don't know it still.
I feel like that sometimes.
Yeah, this way. He leads you through the empty streets. You pass by other scenes of Wagon Wheel enjoying time with friends, skipping in the streets, playing in a fountain with some other kid who looks kind of dickish. And you're led to a door lined with gold.
Well, that's quite the door there.
The building is extremely imposing. This is one of the world's largest banks. I always used to take office space here for my meetings because I felt like it created a very imposing atmosphere for whoever I was negotiating with.
What's the name of the bank?
It's called the Citadel of Wealth. For whatever reason, since I've been here, I haven't been able to get inside.
Have you knocked?
I do knock, it just doesn't open. I try the door. He pulls on the door and just doesn't move.
Here, let me try. I push.
It opens.
Does it?
It does open.
Yeah,
Oh my
God. I beat the brain puzzle.
Are you serious?
Wow.
God,
He thought the P meant pull.
It goes both ways.
another year wiser, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Wagon, you just gotta push on it, bro.
Oh, okay. He tries to stroll in, but as soon as he reaches the threshold, a shadowy fog just manifests and pushes him backward. He falls to the ground holding his head. Ow, that hurt.
What was that? What just happened?
I don't know what happened, but I feel like it made sense that it did.
I think this is as far as you can lead us.
I don't feel like you'll be safe if you go in there. I don't know what's in there, but I feel bad about it.
That's okay, man. Sometimes it's worth it to go into danger. We'll be fine.
If this is what we need to do, we'll go out on this one for you.
But can't y'all just stay here for a little bit longer?
Why don't we sit down and enjoy the meal that we have in our hands at least?
I hand him one of my bagel bites.
It's like a bagel, like an actual pizza for him.
I tell him the story of us defeating Jimothy and saving the refugees. And I leave all my good jokes in the Nicolas Cage. He laughs really hard at that. He really loved that. Try to pick up his spirits a little.
Yeah, I like that. I tell him all about a Rick and our adventures with Rick and how he almost killed us all. Maybe not the parts about, him and evil parts, but a new friend we made, because it's always nice to meet a new friend.
And Demarok tells him about the moment he realized they were friends and how that's changed everything.
Tell him all about that first night all of us met and that we met him and all that. Just, tell him about those happy memories. Making friends.
I fell in love with this Harpy and she dropped me.
I tricked this guy into putting a sending stone in his mouth to make a call. It was hilarious.
I know it sounds funny now, but it was actually not a very nice joke.
I was talking about somebody different. Wasn't you.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious then. Oh.
Thanks for telling me that, guys. I don't know what'll happen when you go through there. I'm not sure if I'll get to see you again. But I feel that you're my friends. I just want you guys to know that.
Well, Wagon Wheel, I know these things can be hard, and I know it's dark here. I pull out my barely glowing rod and hand it to him. You can remember us by this and have a little light of friendship to guide your path. And I give him my glowing rod.
I shall treasure it at its full value.
Yeah, it was like half my gold.
Thank you, friend. Thank you, Copes.
You're welcome, Wagon Wheel.
No matter what happens in there, please just remember me.
Of course, man.
Sarah McLachlan starts playing.
Of course, Wagon. I could never forget you, man.
You're always gonna be one of my best little buddies, man.
And I promise you, these are not the only good memories you will have. There will be more.
In the arms of an angel, fly away from here.
Demi, stick to the drums.
Why does everybody always say that?
I hope you guys make it through okay. You guys feel a warmth inside yourselves for a moment. Your HP is restored,
Woo!
Nice.
Dope.
and half your hit dice are restored.
Nope.
Yes. So we should all have 4 hit dice, correct?
Well, now you have 2.
Well, I know, but I meant the total.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah. The max is 4, so you get 2.
And do I feel like I've gotten any spell slots back?
Yeah, I'll give you rages, spell slots, and wild shapes back.
Yes.
You said full health, correct?
Yeah, full health.
So this is like long rest territory.
Guys, he's about to screw us up when we walk in this building.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Last Supper.
Oh, my gosh.
It's about to get real.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and say your final words to him.
Hey, man, I don't know exactly why we're going through this door, but I know that it's really important, and I really think it's going to make a difference. And no matter what, don't worry. We'll definitely see you again.
No matter what.
No matter what. You dummy. Episode title. Episode title.
No matter what.
Dimrock reaches down to his shoulder, gives him a nice friendly grasp, and pulls him in for a little hug and starts walking to the door, and turns around and waits on his party members.
Copes reaches his hand out and says, "Let's make a deal. If we get out of this alive, we'll have another dinner together." And he shakes his hand.
I'd like that, Copes.
Is it a deal?
It's a deal, but I remember I can void it at any time.
Yeah, I know. I walk up towards the door.
Yeah, I think Nox is already waiting at the door.
And I know what you're gonna say to me, Thrasher.
Go on. Say it.
Follow the lichen.
Right?
Yeah, you remember.
And I give him a big old hug and then go in.
Don't forget me, guys. And he waves goodbye as you walk through the fog, obscuring the entrance. And the door shuts with a tremendous thud behind you. That's awesome. I forgot to tell you about when you saw him in fast motion, you saw him working on his ideas for woman.
Ideas of woman.
Hello, this is the piece of artwork. Now I float off into outer space. Thank you for coming. You can listen on Spotify or wherever you find your podcast. You can listen to us and see what we're up to on the Twitters at the DHcast. Come and check out our Discord. I will be there judging your fan arts. They're all wonderful. We'll talk to you soon. Here at Discount Heroes, where questionable results are always guaranteed.
Dang it! That was a masterpiece! Ah!
I hate that stupid piece of art.
Was that the painting trying to be really boring? Nah.
Hello, it is me, the majestic piece of art. Thank you so much for coming back to the Mind Zone. Is that any good? Should I keep going?
You know, art is in the eye of the beholder, man.
I like that, definitely.
I'm just curious to see how many accents you're gonna sit through.
Well, it's all gonna try to be French.
That was French?
Yes.
We.
I can't do it now. We. Somebody give me accent classes for Christmas.
Fuck. I'm gonna ask the AI bot to name a bank for.
The art of the deal.
Let's see. Name a fantasy bank.
How about lots of dollars
Kringkratz.
with too many A's?
Kringkratz.
Master Crozen's Bank for Money.
Yes. The money bank for money.
This is like a world organization of people who have names that rhyme.
It's a family.
We're gonna take down big banking.
All right. I'm only going to engage in this trope for this one session, but here are the generated names: the Celestial Treasury,
Ooh.
Ooh.
the Phoenix Nest,
Ooh.
the Citadel of Wealth,
That's good.
Treasure of the Mountain King. Not really a bank name.
That's a pile of treasure that
Yeah.
belongs to the Mountain King.
The Garden of Gold, the Forge of Fortune.
Why have we been trying to come up with our own names?
I know.
Yeah, this is stupid. The computer's so smart.
I like the Citadel of Wealth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
it
too.
sounds great.
What was the one right after that one?
That'd be the Garden of Gold or Treasure of the Mountain.